Welcome back one final time to Year Walk. Today I'm getting the true ending. It's happening. It might take me a while. I'm gonna do my best. The things that I feel like I'm gonna be looking out for, there's 3 things. 1, gotta find out the username and password for the journal. 2, gotta open up that box. And 3, I feel like it might have something to do with the codes around like those tombstone looking rocks, because those symbols showed up right before we went into the church. So I don't know, yeah, those are the 3 things I'm going to be looking at, but let's jump right into it. Okay. I love the music in this game. All right, here we go. All right, so the journal. What? Oh, it put the hint here for me. North of the mill, south of the brook. Oh, okay, cool. So it's like, hey, you sucked the first time. This time you could do it with a little help. North of the mill, south of the brook. So let's take a look at the map. North of the mill. So this is the brook, in case you didn't know, and this is a mill. So north of the mill. Oh, is that my microphone? North of the mill. Wait! Oh my god! Oh! I was sitting here thinking that this noise I was hearing was my microphone spring hitting the computer. When I go north of the mill, I get this. When I go south of the brook, I get this. Was it? Please tell me it was not that easy before. I need my notepad again. All right, 1894. The Olm, okay, THEOALM 68. Oop. 1894. If it's this easy. Wait. Whoa! What am I looking at right now? Oh, this goes the opposite way. Holy shit. Wait. Hello, new system. Testing photo uploaded. It worked. What am I looking at? Should probably write here more often. Read about every book on Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Talk to ES. He suggested some field work. Might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. Been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited to say the least. Barely any of them knew what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children, but forgotten the details. Thinking ES, who's ES, sent me on a wild goose chase. Who's ES? Should I know who that is? Ugh. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing, if very brief. Talked to one Astrid Johnson. She was over 100 years old. Clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once a year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtorp, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Ventorp with the name Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 42, the other in 95. Oh, in 1895 and 1942. Since Astrid said that her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel's the one that supposedly year walked. Looked for a reference of Daniel Svensson. I'm grasping at straws. Another day at the library. Bored, I'm about to give up. Excited! The newspapers finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Ventorp. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She'd been stabbed multiple times. Is that the girl that I was talking to? The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there's a great tragedy behind all of this. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There'd been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out now. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. Wait, am I gonna be Daniel's? Hold on. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I've just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. Could not sleep last night, too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as the ramblings of a madman. Poor boy, there are certain elements that are new to me, must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin is briefly mentioned in the will ask, oh my god. No, I must be Daniel. I must be Daniel, right? Oh my god. Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. From then, it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. The brook and the brook horse. Nobody's lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay a visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought, could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it must have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. Oh my god, wait, please tell me the code for that's going to be in here. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Apparently, there was another murder case in the early 90s. Elisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owed, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous. Think I'm done with the archive and thinking a lot about that church. So the 4 babies, there was the one like in the mill, and the one in the carriage, in the kiln. Ooh. Then there was the one like in the book. And the angel maker, Lisa, she's not the Huldra, right? Strange day. The rune stone ES talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Oh shit. Okay. Searched for the stone for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Is that the stone that I connected all the dots on? Felt compelled to touch it, had the straightest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow, wish I had more time. The stone is old, might predate Christianity, but I fail to see how it's connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. Did you walk in a pattern by any chance? Not remarkable, but there is something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. So this, yes, oh my god. Okay, so this is the stone that has like all the markings around the outside, and I think this is the one that you connected everything on like we did. Found the box when I unpacked, had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbols suggests it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. Dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and we dug in the sand. Suddenly Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and I've been feeling rather queasy ever since. Okay, so just like this right here, this upside down looking triangle thing, I'm gonna write it, just gonna take a little note of that. I don't know about this though. I should probably write that down too. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Rude. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework, was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. Wait, dream 12. Okay, is that, wait, oh, maybe it's an R. That's the same thing from a minute ago when I was like, what is that 8 looking thing? Okay, I should write this down too, just in case. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are, and they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. So this person's getting angry now. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I have found nothing that resembles it at all. Oh, look! The Night Raven and the Huldra are on the sides. I didn't even notice that. I don't think you can see that in the game itself. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. That's unsettling. Did you like bring a demon back? Or did I bring a demon? Who am I? I'm not the researcher, am I? I'm Daniel. Am I Daniel or am I the researcher? Received an odd email today. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. The emails seem to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. The shape of this though. Like the box things. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? Whoa. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching. But who are watching the Watchers? What? Oh, I hope I don't have to understand that. Because I don't. These are the freaking symbols, though. Oh, God help me. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, but yet it's right there in my notebook. What? The square? Watchers or antibodies? Dude, is this guy okay? I don't think he is. What is this? Is this the Grim? When he opens up his cape and he's like, my heart, and then I just started going like that, and then he died? Well, actually, he broke. Like glass, which was weird. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me, these shapes. It's the same as are on the box. I know. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I've received, but the box remained shut. There must be more coming. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stared. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. Wish I had not cut the cords of my phone. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. Whoa, this guy's not okay. I don't like that. At first, I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living rooms it's been replaced? It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? What? Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old, but sharp. I realize that the knife is his. We are connected. Daniel's knife? Huh? The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? She sings and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. The Huldra, that whole thing. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me? Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There's a bond between us. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. No, but the Grim guy is on the front, right? The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. Like the way you break the glass, the heart, whatever it is. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it strength? And the poor girl, it just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I rise above it all? So does this mean that this person who owns this journal wants to year walk in the same way that Daniel did? Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful, even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything, don't care anymore. It's finally here, the last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Looks like it's printed onto your hand. Oh, it is. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them in all different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. You better give me this code. You better give it to me. Of course, so simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the Grim. In the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled. Oh, like you have to put something in the box? I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us, helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year walking, but I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. If my mind is set on this, does it mean I am doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. New Year's Eve, right? So this must be... Oh my god, wait, so this is Christmas. Oh my god. Okay, packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. Oh god. Oh my 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 god. It's all of the places. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight. Oh! That's it? Wait, but how do I open the box? So, this is my attempt. All right. The one that was on his hand was this one? Wait. That triangle. There is the triangle. Okay. So I think they're all in here. I gotta go back and grab them real quick. So give me a second. Okay, so like I think this is the first one. So it would be like upside down triangle. I don't know that that's anything. I don't think so. Then this one is definitely one. Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay. So square. Triangle. Oh my god, these went over my head the first time. Oh, and he said there were only going to be 5 of them. Oh, I get it now. When he said there were going to be 5 symbols, I thought he meant 5 of these symbols. He meant 5 Okay, I have 4 and I know where the last one is. It's the one on his hand. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's this one. Okay, so I have all 5. That's the order. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the Grim. In the order they were delivered to me. Okay, so here we go. So this one is first, I think. 1. Next is gonna be... This is weirdly kind of confusing. Okay, then it was this one. Then it was square. Then it was triangle, but it's gonna be... Which one is it gonna be? This one. And then the last one... It's gotta be this one, right? Oh my god. 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 Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristiansted prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundback, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. Excuse me. This was his 4th execution. Last year he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vettorp, who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security's been improved greatly since. Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightest shaking hands, so common among other criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young men. He sobbed loudly once when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Granath, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened." Whoa. So is this coming from Theodore, who wrote the journal? "You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born." Whoa. "Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, and space and time, the impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win, even though you've not passed through the rift yet. They sense the urge, and they want their sacrifice." Right, I wish there could be another way. I'm sorry, but for her, there's still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. Do I? Daniel Svensson. Oh no. So at the end, was I Daniel? Or was I Theodore? Did I do it wrong? Was that correct? I thought I was gonna be given the knife to then do something with the knife, but it just the end. That's the end of the game. So I, as Theodore, managed to give Daniel what he needs, including that knife. Why? The player uses hints given after the credits to access the journal component. They can discover the journal of Theodore Almston, a modern-day man obsessed with Swedish folklore, as he investigates the meaning behind the year walk. Through his research, the full story is revealed. The fate of Almston himself is also uncertain. His research seems to have taken a toll on his mental state, and his final entry takes place immediately before he goes on a year walk of his own, right? However, Almston believes that the desire to year walk alone is enough to be punished for the Watchers. So it's implied he met the same fate as Daniel Svensson. Daniel receives a knife along with a newspaper article from the future describing his execution for the murder of Stina. Oh, and a letter from... Okay, right, so he receives that, telling him to do what must be done to save Stina. It is left ambiguous whether Daniel kills himself or uses the knife to facilitate the murder. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, did he just tell Daniel to kill himself? Why would he provide him with the knife to make the murder happen? That doesn't seem like a good idea. That's so fascinating. I feel like I almost in a way play as Daniel the first time, right? And then the second time, do I play as Theodore when I come back and I access the journal and I do all the things that I do? Well, I feel like I discovered the secrets of the game. If there's anything I missed, feel free to let me know, because I feel like I've done what I can now with Yearwalk. It's a gorgeous game. It's beautiful. I already talked about the reasons why I love it in the last video that I did, so I won't repeat myself again. But this is a beautiful game, and thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me. Again, feel free to chat about it in the comments. I would love to talk to you guys about it, because like I still feel like I have questions that you guys might have answers to. We can just talk about it in the comments. So yeah, leave a comment if you want to chat about the game. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!